Syria's enormous displacement camps are perhaps part of this country's new story that the world forgot. More than 3 million people left places like Hama, Aleppo, Homs during the war and moved to the northwest of the country, to places like Atima. And over time, the tents became temporary structures, they became permanent, the camp became a city. The Gatban family have not forgotten why they ended up in this camp near Idlib. We first met them 5 years ago. March the 6th, 2020. A fighter jet believed to be Russian working alongside Assad's army emptied its payload on where they were living. When Salam Gatban was pulled out of the rubble, this was the first thing he said. His wife Katam survived. We filmed with her a few days after the strike as she was discharged from hospital and brought to the camps around Atma, where she would spend the next 5 years of her life. She remembers the night the rockets hit, when her family's life erupted.
أول 6 صواريخ نزلوا أنا فكرت حالي يعني مثل شايفة كابوس. بهاي اللحظة أنا ما شفت لك إلا بركان فجر بوجهي. بركان شو البركان يعني شو تتخيلي البركان وقت اللي يطلع من الجبل هيك أنا صار فيه.
When we first filmed with Katam, she didn't know for sure who'd survived and who had not. She had a premonition. She was right. Maya 6 and Aya 15 were killed that night. It was the beginning of this family's rolling trauma. Months after their daughter's death, and with his ability to support the family destroyed, Salam had a stroke and went into a very dark place indeed.
أثر عليه يعني كثير إنه فقد بناته وأهله وكان وضعه كثير صعب.
يلا صلي على النبي. يعني واحد فقد أولاده وأهله كل شيء ما يملك يعني حتى يعني مصدر المعيشة اللي كان يشتغل عليها كمان راحت. شلون تكون النفسية؟
The family lived in a tent for months after the strike. Part of what got them through, Mira. No one knows how she survived at the time, but survive she did, and some. Their eldest boy, Ahmed, also climbed out alive from under the rubble that night. He had head injuries. In hospital, the gauze kept the dressing in place. And at the time, we followed him to be reunited with Katam. She had chest injuries, so hugs hurt. Ahmed is 15 now, has become withdrawn since the strike. The family can't afford to send him to school. His dad gets the odd labouring job in the camp's informal economy. On a good week, the family income, the equivalent to $5.
أنا بتمنى شيء إنه مثلا يكون عندي طابع مثلا أو شيء ألعب مع رفقاتي ما بتكون عنا المصاري
In December, after the regime fell, there was a surge of people leaving the camps to return home, 330,000 according to the UN. But hundreds of thousands are still here. Those people have nothing left to move back to. Their homes are in ruins, and this place has become their home. It's becoming a sort of a city all of its own. Families we spoke to on the ground said there had been a noticeable deterioration in conditions in the camps. Some put this down to Donald Trump's freeze on US aid. The Gatbans have no home to go back to, couldn't afford the move even if they did. So they stay put. And for the youngest member of the family, Mohammed, it's all he ever knew, born in the camps 2 years ago.
حمودة وقت اللي اجى على الدنيا يعني بدك تقولي نساني شوي من وجع بناتي عشان يعني خلاص صار هو كل شيء يعني.
If you thought a lack of food and shelter might dull a family's appetite for justice, you'd be wrong. Bashar al Assad is holed up in Moscow under the protection of Vladimir Putin. For the Gatbans, the pair responsible for Aya and Maya's death.
بشار الأسد أنا أتمنى يتحاكم محاكمة عالمية ولو يصل صوتي لبرا يعني أتمنى أن أرفع عليه دعوة وآخذ حق أولادي وحق أهلي يعني الشيء اللي سواه بنا أتمنى منه ومن بوتين.
This family is a sort of microcosm of Syria now. Wants to rebuild, but lacks the resources to do so. Hopes for peace, but wants justice too.